Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. Today, I'm going to be talking about our little weekly Lions update because we do our pregame earlier in the week, so I kind of catch everybody else up on what's going on with the Lions just before the game happens tomorrow. Injury report coming out, which was yesterday. You're going to have four players at least out tomorrow. Decker's still hurt. Vitai's hurt. So your offensive line, right, it is not going to be as good as it usually is. Hopefully, they can step up. We have Nelson still playing. Um, and hopefully that nothing wrong happens with that. Decker's still dealing with the ankle, and Vaitai got hurt last week with his knee after somebody landed on, so he might be out a couple weeks. Not as bad as it's been past years with Vaitai, but at least we'll be out a couple weeks. Mosley, of course, is still out with the knee and hamstring, and then Kirby Joseph is out this week with a hip injury. So you are kind of thin in the backfield too, especially so you're going to be relying on more of Branch this week, I believe, than you would typically, and hopefully Jerry Jacobs can step up this week too and kind of cover up that secondary for you guys for the Lions. Uh, David Montgomery is doubtful this week with the thigh, where he had a bruised thigh after last week. I don't think he's going to end up playing this week. He might be back next week, but he probably won't be playing this week. And then Reynolds and St. Brown are both questionable this week with the groin and toe, but I believe both are going to end up playing, from what I've heard. So they should be playing in your offense. Your wide receivers should be pretty good this week as well. You're going to need your offense to play well, most likely with how your defense has been playing. Hopefully the defense can step up this week compared to last week, and we can shut down the Falcons. But we'll see what happens with that run game. I think Bijan's probably going to have a really, really good game against us, and it's going to be mostly a Gibbs versus uh, Bijan kind of game. With Montgomery especially being out, Gibbs is probably going to get a lot more touches. We did call up one of the running backs for the practice squad, Knight. He's probably going to be your second string more or less today. I don't think Craig Reynolds is going to do too much on the field. I think it's mostly going to be Knight and Gibbs out there running the ball. When it comes to QB play, I don't feel bad about Goff at all. I think he will score points. When it comes to Ritter, though, he might be running a bit on you as well, top of throwing. I don't think he's going to throw on you too much. I think Atlanta's main thing is going to be a rushing attack. I think we can handle whatever Riddler does. He isn't that amazing of a QB. It's just, will you be able to get to him and apply that pressure on defense and not have Hutchinson being the lone guy with also, Houston being out, and CJ being out and all that. There's not going to be a lot of pressure going against Riddler probably unless Hutchinson can get by that offensive line. Surprisingly, Hutchinson is leading the league this year in pressures. We just have no sacks. So that is a very interesting fact I saw with the stats going around, that we do have a player that's leading in pressures, but we only got one sack and it's not even by him. So it's going to be a really interesting game overall with exactly how the Lions are going to go about it. Like I said in the previous video in our pregame, I don't know if the Lions are going to win this one just because I think it's going to be like a Carolina game last year when we just get run all over. And I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up with it. I would like to be pleasantly surprised. I think it is going to be close, right? I think it's going to be maybe a little bit higher scoring game, but I do think it's going to be close. At least it's not going to be like a blowout like the Carolina game kind of was. It's going to be a close game. Just I think Bijan's going to run, and it's going to be difficult for us without the guys that we have missing on that defense for us. But overall, it should be an interesting and fun game to watch tomorrow. Hopefully, the Lions win, and we don't have to worry too much about going into the rest of the season with a 1-2 record and kind of getting a little bit more worried about how the team's going to play. Uh, Overall, though, I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think we can bounce back from, even if we lose this game, I think we can bounce back. In my opinion, you do need to win more of your home games. You should win all your home games. None of them are impossible to win. You should win all of them. You're a couple of your away games look like it might be a little bit tougher than we expected now with what the team kind of looks like if the defense is going to be playing how they're playing. Um, but one game at a time, next man up when it comes to the injuries, and I think we are going to be perfectly fine throughout the rest of the season. Overall, though, it should be a good game. With that being said, right, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, right, share the video if you like it that much. Until next time, hope to see everybody soon.